This video is a little different. Today I'm going to talk about something that I usually don't talk about, and it's one of my stock picks. The reason I stay away from talking about specific stocks is because there are too many people doing this and a lot of people are suffering because of these videos, and I don't want to be one of those YouTubers. However, it's also important to tell people what you are investing into and how you're going about it so that they can really learn from your framework, and this video is all about that. Today I'm going to share how I transform what seemed like a losing investment into a massive 450% winner. But more importantly, I want to talk about how proper risk management, conviction, and proper research can lead to this success. The amount of money I made in the stock is quite considerable, however, it's not life changing or anything. The percentage returns are quite high, however, the dollar value is not that big. I'm stating this because I want to clarify that this video is not about making money, it's about making calculated decisions during market fears so that you can get massive returns. If you learn the framework, you can get some of these returns, and in time, you can make a lot of money. Let's begin. Before we begin, I want to clarify that nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not telling you to go out and buy the stock today. In fact, I'm not telling you to buy the stock at all. What you need to do is focus on the approach, figure out what stocks you can apply this to, and then figure out when you want to buy these stocks. Anyway, let's get to the stock. I'm not going to delay it any further. A lot of you have already figured out the stock I'm talking about is actually Palantir. My journey with Palantir actually began in 2021. Yes, during the market euphoria phase. Like many other retail investors, I got caught up in the hype cycle of growth stocks. In fact, I think the first time I bought Palantir was somewhere around $22 to $24 because it had significantly dropped from its highs. I thought I was getting a deal, but that was not the case. We all know what happened after the 2021 bubble. The stock market crashed quite hard. When the market was falling, I had a lot of pivotal decisions to make. Firstly, what should I do with Palantir? What should I do with other companies that I'm holding? What should I do with my portfolio in general? That's when I took two steps back. I used the 2022 bear market as an opportunity to rebuild my position with a proper strategy and deeper understanding of the companies I was holding. Luckily for me, when I was doing this, Palantir actually made the cut. But before I get to talking more about Palantir, I want to talk a little bit about my risk management strategy. When the bear market hit in 2022, I knew I needed a clear strategy around risk management. I had suffered significant losses, at least unrealized losses during that time, so I was being very careful. After careful consideration of my financial situation and risk tolerance, I decided to allocate 10% of my portfolio to high conviction, high risk opportunities like Palantir. I also thought about my net worth as I was deciding how much to allocate. And this wasn't just a random number. It was large enough to make a meaningful impact if successful, but not so large that it would devastate my portfolio if things went wrong. After I decided on the 10%, I decided that 5% of this allocation was actually going to go to Palantir. This was the position size that I was comfortable with holding during market volatility and during the bear market. Let me tell you some of the main reasons I decided to hold on to Palantir and buy even more during this time. One of the top reasons was actually innovation and technology. I saw Palantir as a very innovative company in the right space during the right time. A lot of people hadn't caught on to the fact that they were incredibly good at artificial intelligence. A lot of people had this belief that they were actually a data analysis company, and that was not true. A lot of people had the wrong belief that they are in the data analysis space, but they were much wider than that. Palantir has actually established itself as a true pioneer in data analytics and artificial intelligence. If you know Dan Ives, he calls Palantir the Messi of AI. Their Foundry platform has revolutionized how organizations handle and analyze complex data sets. The company has also secured strategic partnerships with major corporations, providing essential risk management and operational solutions. I've actually also seen their platform being used in front of me, and it's quite impressive. What truly sets them aside is actually their unique ability to handle very complex data with ease and actually help build solutions out for different companies. These were some of the things that I was learning during that time and strengthening my investment thesis. The next reason that I really liked the company even during that time was actually the leadership and vision. The CEO of the company is Alex Karp. His unwavering vision for the company has been a crucial component of my investment thesis. A lot of people can find him to be quite controversial, but I believe he is pretty much like Elon Musk when it comes to these things. He can be a little eccentric, but he's actually a really good CEO for the company. Alex Karp is always brutally honest about the direction the company is headed into and what they are doing next, and I really like that about him. Overall, I do like their leadership in general. During this time, I was listening to every single earnings call, every interview that they were doing, every podcast that they were appearing in, every news segments that they were appearing in. I was trying to make sure that I was on top of this and I was listening to what the leadership was saying. When you're investing in a high growth company, you should always focus on the leadership and CEO. It's not just about Palantir. This goes for every other company. The last thing I liked about the company, growth catalysts. I was noticing several powerful factors when it comes to their growth. Their expanding presence in the commercial sector, increasing global security concerns, and the growing importance of AI integration in business operations. The rise in defense spending worldwide further strengthened their market position as well. I don't need to tell you this, AI has really taken off in the last 2 years, and Palantir was at the center of all this. For a long time, people ignored this company, but it's no longer being ignored. So, overall, innovation, the CEO and the leadership and the growth catalyst played a big role in me keeping my conviction when I was investing in this company. So now you know why I was investing in Palantir, but I also want to talk a little bit about how I was investing. That is my investment strategy. When it comes to my investment strategy, it was quite a simple one, and that was to dollar cost average into the stocks I wanted to own. I'm a simple guy. I have a 9 to 5 job. I get paid every 2 weeks and then I have to decide what I want to do with my money. So during the market downturn, I actually had to invest in many different things and Palantir was not at the top of that list. For example, I was buying the S&P 500. I was buying Amazon. I was buying Google. I was buying Nvidia. I was even buying Bitcoin during that time. And one of the other stocks that I was buying was actually Palantir. But every time I would get paid, only a small portion of it was going into Palantir. Did I get the best price for Palantir? No. But did I follow a good approach? Yes, I was being disciplined about it. Once I had established my thesis, I would keep a check on how things were going with the company, but I would not budge from where I was. This is extremely important. There'll be a lot of people telling you not to do certain things, but if you have built a good thesis, stick to it. Do what's best for you, sticking to the reasons why you reached that conclusion. So to end this video, I want to summarize some key lessons that you can take away from this video. But before that, I want to quickly talk about why Palantir ended up successing and why the stock is up so much this year. The first is actually market position. Palantir's critical role in national security became increasingly important during recent global conflicts. This was one of the reasons, however, the company is uniquely positioned to take advantage of government contracts as well as their commercial business, and AI is really booming in the commercial space right now. So you can say that the company is at the right place at the right time. The next is their financial strength. When I was investing in Palantir during 2021 and 2022, the company was actually not profitable. This was something that I kept at the back of my mind. However, the other reasons were quite strong, so I kept investing in the company. The company's achievement of profitability marked a significant milestone. Their consistent revenue growth, expanding customer base, and strong balance sheet validated my investment thesis. Their transitions from just being in the government space to commercial space was quite great to see. The next is the AI revolution that we are seeing right now. Palantir is in the right space at the right time again. For a long period of time, Palantir was actually ignored in this AI boom. However, they have caught up quite significantly. I kind of knew that because I work in this space and I knew Palantir was doing some great work in this space. You could say that I had an edge when it came to AI because I work in this space and I had my eyes on Palantir anyway. So there are also plenty other reasons why the company is doing so well. I'll leave it up to you to go and do your own research. For now, let's quickly look at some of the key lessons that you can take away from this video. But before that, you might have one question. What am I doing with the company today? Am I still buying? No, I'm not buying anymore. I have actually been selling out of my position in the last couple of months. Why, you might ask, and the reason is quite simple. I'm up 450% on this position. These are the kind of gains that you see over many years, and I've seen these gains just in the last 2 years. It only makes sense for me to take some profits. I do plan to invest in the company again. However, right now I feel that the company is quite overvalued, and based on what I know, the fair value of Palantir is currently around $30. So I'll wait for it to cool down a little bit and may enter a position again. Now let's end the video with some lessons for all of us. The most important lesson that you should take away from this video is that position sizing and risk management come before stock picking. So first is that good research helps you build and maintain conviction in your investments. Second, proper position sizing is crucial for managing risk. And finally, long-term thinking consistently outperforms short-term reactions. When the market was dropping in 2021, I could have panicked and sold out of my position, but I took 2 steps back. Decided to do thorough research on the company and continue investing in it because it made sense for me to do so. You should do something similar. Find the companies that make sense for you, continue investing in them even during bad times. Just make sure that you're managing your risk properly. There are also a few other points that I want to talk about. The first one is that position sizing is your first line of defense against market volatility. Second, great companies often look expensive but can be still undervalued. This was proven in the fact that a lot of people were just not seeing the potential of Palantir in the AI boom, but it caught up anyway. The next is that market pessimism can provide the best buying opportunities. This is your classic from Warren Buffett. Be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. Just try to maintain a level head and keep buying your assets. The fourth one is that innovation and strong leadership are powerful value creators, something we have extensively spoken about in this video. The last lesson I want to give you is something not a lot of people will tell you. That is, you should always take some amount of risk. Try to go out of your comfort zone and take on some risk for outsized returns. Sometimes you'll lose all your money, but sometimes you'll make 10x of what you put in. It's all about risk and reward. However, I believe that in today's world, everybody should take on some level of risk no matter what your age and where you are in life. Before you do any of this, please assess your own situation. Everybody's situation is different. So those are all the things I wanted to talk about in this video. While I'm thrilled about the gains I've made with Palantir, I'm not getting complacent. I'm still working hard and trying to find the right companies. As they say, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. This journey with Palantir taught me that combining proper risk management, thorough research, and patience can lead to exceptional returns even when starting from an initially challenging position. This has been a roller coaster for me. I've made a lot of money, but I've also learned so much, and I hope you get to experience it too. On that note, I'll see you next week in a new video. Till then, keep learning and stay on top of your finances. Until next time.